There are many ways to turn women on without saying a word. In fact, some of the most powerful ways don't involve words at all. Women are highly sensitive to nonverbal cues, so you can actually say a lot by not saying anything at all. You might be surprised by how much impact your body language and attitude can have on your attractiveness to women. But you need to keep in mind that not all women are the same. What works on one woman may not work on another. You'll need to experiment a bit to find out what turns her on. Attracting women without saying a word all boils down to the art of seduction. It's difficult to predict how she will respond to your flirtatious advances, but if you put your heart into it and use confidence, chances are good that she'll be turned on. Here are 7 different techniques you can use to get her engine started, no matter the situation. 1. Flash her a flirty smile. A flirty smile is one of the most powerful ways to turn a woman on. When you flash her a confident and slightly mischievous grin, it's a clear signal that you're interested in her and want to get to know her better. Your smile should be genuine, not forced. You don't want to come across as though you're trying too hard to impress her. Just relax and let your natural charisma shine through. Just make sure your teeth are clean. Women notice these things. You can use this technique whether you're approaching her for the first time or you've been dating for a while. 2. Look deep into her eyes. A deep, piercing gaze is another nonverbal cue that can be very effective in turning women on. When you make eye contact and hold it, you're communicating that you find her interesting and attractive, and you want to get to know her better. She'll feel flattered by your attention and will be more likely to respond positively to your advances. Women are attracted to men who can be a bit mysterious. When you look deep into her eyes, it's like you're looking into her soul. She'll feel like she can't quite figure you out, and that will make her even more interested in you. This is one of the oldest tricks, but it's still one of the most effective. 3. Put your hands on her. Touching a woman can be a very powerful way to turn her on without saying a word. Of course, you need to make sure she's comfortable with your touch before you start getting too handsy. Otherwise, you risk coming across as creepy or making her feel uncomfortable. A light touch on the arm or shoulder is usually a good way to start. If she responds positively to your touch, then you can gradually become more bold and more physical. Just make sure that you're reading her body language and cues, so you don't cross any boundaries. Just make sure you don't touch her too roughly, as that might come across as aggressive. The key is to start off slowly and gradually increase the level of intimacy. If she's responding positively, then you're on the right track. 4. Lean in close to her before you speak. When you lean in close to a woman before you speak, it creates a sense of intimacy and closeness. It's a feeling that you're sharing something special with her. This is bound to make her feel special and will get her thinking about you in a more romantic way. You don't need to be touching her to do this. Just stand or sit close enough that she can understand this is not a casual conversation. Make sure you're making eye contact and smiling, so she knows what you're doing is intentional. If she's responding positively, then you're on the right track. When you lean in close, make sure you don't invade her personal space. You want to make her feel comfortable, not creeped out. The key is to make sure she's enjoying the closeness and not feeling uncomfortable. 5. Whisper in her ear. Whispering in a woman's ear is a very intimate way to turn her on without saying anything directly. When you lean in close and breathily whisper something, it's like you're sharing a secret with her. This will make her feel special and get her thinking about what you might have whispered. This is a clear signal that you're interested in her and want to get closer. Of course, you need to be careful not to say anything that might turn her off or make her feel uncomfortable. Stick to things that are flirty and fun. This is an especially effective tactic if you're already touching her, as it will heighten the level of intimacy. Your whispers don't need to be dirty or sexual in nature. Just expressing something softly and close to her ear will be enough to turn her on. Whispering is intimate and suggestive. It's a great way to let her know that you find her sexy and attractive. Plus, it's just plain old fun. 6. Use your body language. Your body language speaks volumes about your intentions and desires. If you want to turn a woman on without saying a word, then you need to use your body language to your advantage. There are many ways when body language can affect how a woman perceives you. Your posture talks too. If your shoulders are slumped, you mostly look bored, uninterested, nervous, and scared. None of that is attractive for a woman. In fact, it's far off from attractive. Push back your shoulders and you will instantly look really confident. You want to project an image of being in control and feeling really comfortable with yourself. The way you look at a woman also impacts how she perceives you. If you want to turn her on, then you need to make sure that your gaze is confident and suggestive. Let your eyes linger on her just a little bit longer than usual. And when you finally do meet her gaze, hold it for just a fraction of a second longer than normal. This will communicate your interest and desire in a very subtle way. Your face is also a very important part of your body language. If you want to turn a woman on, you need to make sure that your facial expressions are attractive and inviting. Smile often and let your face reflect your positive emotions. Laugh when something is funny and be genuinely interested in the things she has to say. The more attractive your face is, the more likely she'll be attracted to you. Eyebrows play a big part in how women perceive your body language. If you raise them too high while in a conversation with her, you might seem too rude. If they are raised too low, you might seem annoyed. If you don't raise them at all, you'll undoubtedly appear bored. Make sure to know how to express yourself through the eyebrows. Just raise them enough so she knows you're genuinely interested in what she's saying. Your body language should also convey that you're comfortable with touching her. If you want to touch her, then don't be afraid to do so. Just make sure that you're respectful and not too rough. 7. Be mysterious. Women are drawn to mystery, so don't spill your guts right away. Be evasive and let her wonder about you. If you want to turn her on, then you need to be mysterious and keep her guessing. Don't be too predictable or she'll lose interest. There are many ways to be mysterious. You can be mysterious by keeping your conversations short and enigmatic. You can also be mysterious by not revealing too much about yourself. Let her wonder about you and what you're really like. The more she wonders, the more interested she'll be in finding out more about you.